Good morning. Just want to give you an update on application. So, my application for last week was looking at God speaking and things happening. I was going to take some time to listen to God's voice. Had some times this week, not my typical times because I was involved in some other activities, but even just now in the car, when I dropped my daughter off, we had been talking about the story of Eli and Samuel. So I went back to read the story just to brush up a little bit. And interesting to hear how when Samuel first heard God's voice calling out his name, they said that it wasn't very common for people to hear God's voice at that time. Uh, Sometimes I feel like we kind of live in that. I kind of grew up in a situation where I didn't feel like I heard God's voice a lot, but I kind of run in circles where that's kind of more expected. So that's kind of neat. And sometimes we hear it, sometimes we don't. But I kind of felt God saying, hey, I need to make this video and just kind of share this with you. That sometimes we hear, sometimes we don't, and that's okay. But I think we just need to have open ears and a really quick response when we do hear God's word, because they said Samuel never let any of God's words drop to the ground. He always responded. So I want to hear God's voice and respond. That's actually part of what I'm doing right now. So hear God's voice, listen. We'll talk some more about how we can do that practically a little bit later on, some different videos. But listen and do what he says. It's good to hear him. And even if you don't hear anything, that's okay. He's still there.